Hey guys, it's Kaya TV here, and yep, November has already came and gone, and yeah, this month was pretty decent. I played and beat a decent amount of games, I'd say, this month, and yeah, overall it's been a pretty good month. But yeah, November already came and gone, and I can't believe November is already gone. Feels like every month gets faster and faster nowadays. But enough of me yapping, I'm gonna start the video. So if you don't know what this is about, it's pretty much the games I either played, beaten, or dropped in the month of November. So without further ado, I'm gonna start the video. Now the first game I was able to finish this month was Chronos: A New Dawn. I actually started playing this game last month, and I already wrote a whole review on it, and yeah, I really enjoyed this game. It's probably one of my best games of this year. I really enjoyed it. And yeah, I don't have really much to say about it. If you want to hear more of my thoughts and what I think about it, especially compared to Silent Hill F, because in the video I did compare it a lot, and that was like the main reason why I made that video, because they're both popular survival horror games that came around the same time. And I just thought Chronos: A New Dawn was a lot better. So if you want to hear more about it, check out my previous videos on it, and yeah. Now the next game I played this month was actually wreckfest. Now, I'm not usually a person who plays racing games, but it is a genre I've been trying to get into slowly lately, and wreckfest is one of the first ones I'm getting into. Now, if you don't know what wreckfest is, it is a realistic derby driving simulator where you can race and just crash into each other. Yeah, and it was pretty fun. I didn't really beat like the main stuff of the game yet. I only put like 4 to 5 hours into the game, but I still really enjoyed what I played. If you want something that you want to get into for racing, I would highly suggest this, even though it's not like fully a racing game, it's like a derby game. But you can race and do derby shit, I guess, and it's pretty fun. So yeah, I really recommend this game actually for anyone, especially it gets on sale a lot on Steam. But the overall physics and driving feels really good in this game, and it's really a ton of fun just to mess around on mostly. But a quick warning, it is very more realistic and simulated compared to other driving games you might have played in the past. Because I know a lot of the very popular racing games that people play, like Need for Speed, for example, are very arcadey, and this game is not. So I just want to let you guys know that if you want to check this game out. But if you like the more realistic side of things, I definitely suggest it. I still enjoyed it, but yeah. Now another game I ended up getting and playing this month is Arcraiders. Now again, this is another game that I made a whole video on and a review, so if you want to hear more of my thoughts, you can go watch that video. But for a little quick rundown, this game is really good. This is probably like one of my favorite games of this year. I put already a ton of hours in it, and I'm still playing it here and there. Same as Battlefield 6, I haven't put that down as well. So for multiplayer games, I've just been going back and forth with Arcraiders and Battlefield 6. And Arcraiders is such a unique game, really gets this genre, that being extraction shooters, it makes it more unique and fun, because previously I wasn't like the biggest fan of extraction shooters until Arcraiders. And yeah, I would really suggest Arcraiders to anyone, even if you're not an extraction shooter fan. Now back to single player games I've been playing. And another single player game that I played a lot, probably one of the most games I played this month, besides Arcraiders, was Flatout 2, another racing game, because again, like I said earlier, I'm trying to slowly get into the genre, and man, I put like over 20 or so hours into this game, and I've pretty much completed it. I did all the things you could do in career. I've done pretty much every map and stunt and race, and man, I really enjoyed this game. This game's just a ton of fun, and this game makes me more excited to get into other racing games. The destruction, the racing, the sense of speed, just the overall gameplay is just so great. Also, the soundtrack is great. This game also has workshop support, meaning that you can have mods. So you can see in my gameplay, the game looks a lot better than the actual normal game. But I still think the normal game looks good. It's just that this mod makes it like look a little bit better. But it still looks pretty good for like an early 2000s game, and this game is a ton of fun, and these are one of the games you play and it's like, damn, they don't really make games like this anymore, especially for racing, like at least that I haven't seen, because again, I'm still trying to get into like more of the racing genre. I've only played very few like racing games previously, mostly arcade like this one, and this game's great. I love Flatout 2, and yeah, I'd highly suggest it to anyone, even if you're not a racing fan, honestly. Now, after I played a lot of Flatout 2, I actually went back and played Flatout 1. And Flatout 1 It's still pretty fun, but I really don't think it's nowhere near as peak as Flatout 2. But I did play a couple hours of this game, and I still enjoyed it even though it's a lot older and maybe not as good as 2 in my opinion. But it's still pretty fun. And yeah, I enjoyed my short time. It's a little bit more realistic on like the driving side, it's a little less fast. And you know, some people might enjoy that more than Flatout 2, but personally I enjoy the more chaotic and faster racing in Flatout 2. Also, I think the soundtrack's a bit better in Flatout 2 as well. But Flatout 1's still pretty good, and I'll still suggest it. Now, from good games to sadly bad. And unfortunately, this month I was able to play and beat Black Ops 7. Now, I know what you're thinking, you paid $70 for this? Well, no, I didn't. I actually was able to pay $11 for it. Because if you go on eBay, you can actually get $11 like 1 month free like PC Game Pass. And I was able to play it and beat the whole thing. And yeah, it's as bad as people say it. Like, this game is just atrociously terrible. What's saving it from being the worst Call of Duty campaign is that it's co-op, so it's not as bad, so you can laugh with your friends instead of laughing and cringing and dying alone. And that was the main reason why I got it, is because my friends wanted me to play it with them, so we played throughout the whole thing in one sitting, and yeah, it's pretty bad. But even though co-op does make it a lot more fun, it's still terrible. It feels like just Borderlands and Destiny. Like, there are just so many enemies that are just bullet sponges, and it's just completely annoying and repetitive. The bosses are terrible, they look terrible, the story is nonsensical like 90% of the time. Actually no, not even 90% of the time, like the whole time. Like, no matter how hard you try to understand what's going on, you're just not. Like, it's just so much stupid crap going on at once. It is completely ridiculous. But besides shitting on the co-op campaign, now the zombies I thought was just mediocre. It's literally just copy and paste Black Ops 6 zombies. The new map is pretty bad. Like, it's literally just like they try to want to do transit, but it feels nothing like transit, and you just drive around in this big circle that's supposed to be a map. And this whole like zombie thing feels like trying to be nostalgic. They like, oh look, transit, some areas from transit, oh look. And it's complete garbage. This map is also completely way too easy. You get Pack-a-Punch way too easy. You get to drive around with a Pack-a-Punch in your trunk, so that makes Pack-a-Punch completely easy. And yeah, this zombie's way too easy. I was able to get like over around like 35 with a friend, and we just ended it because we just got bored and did everything. And yeah, zombies, it just feels like watered down Black Ops 6 zombies, especially with a new map. It's just not good at all. And then the multiplayer, again, just more copy and paste with Black Ops 6, except you can wall jump this time. And the maps are not as bad as Black Ops 6. I would say the multiplayer is like a little bit better than Black Ops 6 in this one, but it's still really bad, and the movement's way too cracked out. And yeah, it's just terrible. I mean, it's bad. Probably one of the worst games of this year for sure. Now back to good games I played. Another good game that I actually played this month was a game called totalchaos. And you don't know what totalchaos is? It is a survival horror game. It reminds me a lot of Cry of Fear. It's actually used to be a Doom 2 mod turned into like an actual game. And it's actually really good. It actually scared me a lot of times. And I don't want to say too much because I have a lot more to say about it, and I'm going to leave that for another video. But yes, I already did beat the entire thing. And I was pretty much able to get the entire game for free, kind of, because of the 1 month trial that I spoke of earlier that I got Black Ops 7 on. So that was one of the reasons why I got the game. So this is a game I didn't actually pay full price for, which is nice. But I would have honestly paid full price if I knew how good this game was. But yeah, it's actually worth buying it. It's also, I think, on sale right now, even though it just came out. It's on sale on Steam, and you can also get it on Game Pass and PC Game Pass like I just did. And yeah, it's pretty good. Now, another game that I played and beaten, it was really short. It was a beat 'em up game called Terrifier, the arcade game. Now, this is a beat 'em up, and this is a really quick game you can beat in like 2 or 3 hours sitting. I joined just around like after like the first or second level with my friend Jonathan, and it was a game I just hopped on with him and we both beat really quickly. And honestly, it was kind of enjoyable, even though the game is just kind of just okay and very short. It's just like a very basic like beat 'em up with the Terrifier like brand with it. And I'm not really like a fan of Terrifier. I've never watched any of the movies or anything, so I have no idea anything about it. I just know it's just a gory slasher movie, and I heard some good and bad things about it. but you get to play like as those characters from the movie and just beat up random people, and overall it's just okay, honestly. And it's also another game I didn't actually pay for. I was able to join with the Steam remote thing or whatever it's called, where you can just play like couch co-op games together through like a stream, and that's what me and my friend did. And yeah, it was just again okay. It's a basic beat 'em up, and I don't got really much to say about it. Now another game that I played that I almost beat, and I'm very close to beating it, that me and my friends started playing, it's Alien Fireteam. Now this game's actually pretty fun. It's kind of like World War Z, if I had to describe, kind of, with like the combat, and maybe feels like a little bit like Gears of War, with like how you can take cover and shoot other enemies that shoot back at you. Yeah, it kind of feels like those two games in one, and it's pretty decent time. It's a pretty fun game to play with your friends, honestly. And yeah, I actually enjoyed it, and sometimes it actually get pretty hard, and it could be a challenge. Sometimes it's really easy, and yeah, overall it's just pretty fun time, and we're pretty close to the end. It's not really a long game. It's a game you can easily beat in like 5 to 6 hours in one sitting, but we've been just kind of like messing around here and there, and like putting on like harder difficulties, dying, and then like just talking and not paying too much attention. So we haven't like completely beaten it yet, but we're still having a lot of time. I also really like the gun customization, and the different type of guns you get. You can get like a flamethrower, a smart gun, normal AR, just to get a couple of different shotguns that are pretty good too. And there's a lot of different classes. Like I'm using like the turret class. I don't forget the name. I think it's called a technician. And then there's like other classes like the demolitioner, where like it can shoot rockets and things like that. And yeah, there's a bunch of other classes you can use, so there's a lot of replayability, and it's pretty cool overall. But yeah, that will be it for today's video. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. This has been Kai TV. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.